If they plead not guilty or guilty, there is no real difference. If they plead not guilty, the reason being that they will not be allowed out on bail. One, because it's a drugs offence, and secondly, because it's an international matter that they could abscond the jurisdiction and never come back again, or it would be very difficult for the Peruvian authorities to get them back again. So it's very unlikely, in fact I would say absolutely impossible, that they would be released at all. The point being that they will go in front of a prosecutor first, and then the judge. The judge will put the charges to them. They will plead either guilty or not guilty, and then they will be remanded in custody. If they're remanded in custody, which is what's probably going to happen, they will stay there for anything between 1 and 3 years. It's because the system in Peru is so slow. It's so biased. There are so many people in the Peruvian criminal law system awaiting hearing, awaiting trial, and awaiting investigation. Investigations in Peru take a long, long time for the police to effect and to carry out. The criminal law in Peru states that there is a minimum of 6 years and a maximum of 25 years. If it's considered to be an aggravated crime, i.e. part of a cartel, part of a commercial activity, then they're likely to get anything between 15 and 25 years, even though they are so young. And the problem is this, that in cases where there are drugs, arms, trafficking, there is no parole, there is no reduction in sentence, even if you're well behaved, even if you work, and there is no way of getting out with a shorter sentence. That's the problem. It is very unlikely that the United Kingdom government will actually intervene. The consular services in Peru will assist them as much as they can for their welfare and assistance, but conditions in Peruvian jails are not the easiest. They will probably spend most of their time in a new jail on the outskirts of Lima called Ancon 2. It's one of the newer jails. It does have better facilities than the old jails in Chorrillos on the outskirts of Lima, but their life will be very, very difficult, especially in adapting. They could be sleeping in corridors, in toilets. There's very little clean water. They have to buy their water. There's a lot of bribery that goes on, and the only way to survive in one of these jails is to actually play with the system, and if you have money, you get along well, and if you don't have money, you suffer.